Hello, everyone, and welcome to the next episode of the After Hours, the Uncut podcast. Congratulations to our YouTube channel. We just hit 51 subscribers. We love every single one of y'all. Thank you for the love and support. Also follow us on our Instagram and new TikTok. So if you haven't had the chance to look at that, go ahead and look at that. And today on a special episode, we have our friend Brooks Walter here.
What's up, y'all?
He is a bowler. He is a professional bowler. He's going to college at Milligan University to go D1 for professional bowling.
Is it D1 or D2?
So there's no Division 1 or Division 2. It's just all NAIA. But
Okay.
if you want to call this D1 bowling, sure.
That
Like
works.
we're in the top.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask you. So you clearly made it huge in bowling right now. I've witnessed it myself back whenever we played bowling for Charles. So how did you first get into bowling?
Well, this is the most unusual way ever. It's just like you see that I-9 sign on the side of the road, like, hey, here's our youth league. I literally saw a youth league sign right outside the bowling center that said 4 to 18 years old youth league. I'm like, Mom, I want to try that. Here we are, 6 years later. So
That's actually insane.
Yeah.
Like just from like a youth league.
And to go from that and now look at you. Wow.
I've
that's
always
amazing.
tried other sports, but bowling's just stuck with me. So
What's like your favorite sport, like other than bowling?
basketball.
Basketball.
Nice. Basketball's good.
Favorite
Siobhan would
basketball
know.
team? Oh yeah, I know. I would know.
He's good.
Favorite basketball team?
Milwaukee Bucks. Family's
okay.
from Milwaukee. Rep Wisconsin.
W.
Wisconsin. You know me, Miami.
On to the next question. We could go with what's your highest score ever?
10 perfect games.
Wow.
That's crazy.
10 perfect games of 300. Wow.
Yeah.
That's
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
Whew.
Wow.
Aaron, could you do that?
I cannot do that. No.
Neither could I.
Yeah, hey, maybe when I'm like in the afterlife, like maybe then I'll be able to do it, but I would never be able to do that.
That's
but
crazy.
Low-key, I've always wondered this, but what's the hardest part about bowling that people in society don't realize?
Well, I would say it's with every sport. It's the mental game.
Oh, okay.
But I think that is amplified in bowling because you don't have a shot clock. On TV for pros you do, but when you're in tournaments you don't have a shot clock. You've got all that time processing in your brain, like what's going on, am I going to execute this shot well?
Yeah.
It's just like you've got to stay mentally strong because these tournaments are long. They are days. It's not like a 3-hour game of football. Like, it's days, it's grueling. You have to stay mentally strong, and if you're not going to go anywhere.
So what's like the longest tournament you've been in?
Junior Gold, and that is nationals. It happens over the summer. It is a week-long tournament. Practice sessions start the Friday prior to the end. So you get 3 days of practice, and then the first 4 days is qualifying, 4 games each day. Doesn't seem like much, but it's a lot because it's not like your typical, you just walk in and bowl. Like, you've got to understand these are different patterns.
Yeah.
It's hard. Not only that, once you get through qualifying, you've got to get to a certain cut line and then keep going up, because if you're not in that cut line, you're not going anywhere. So it's extremely hard to be at the top all the time.
So what was like the farthest you made it in that tournament?
I made it to the first cut, but I wasn't far into the first cut, so I had to bowl really well to get in that next cut, and it went from 192 bowlers to 64. So I had to climb a lot, but I didn't bowl the greatest, but I mean, for the tournament, I bowled great, so I'm happy.
That's great.
That's great. So like, how long do you think it becomes good at bowling?
Well, it really depends on your work ethic. And I believe that a lot of bowlers, especially that come from an athletic background, it takes them less time because they have the physical attributes to succeed. But that talent, you cannot waste it with bowling because you have to work on it. You can't just be, in any sport, you can't just be talented.
Yeah.
You have to work hard. And the people that work the hardest, they succeed the fastest. I'm in the bowling center almost every day, and I'm not there for 2 hours. I'm there for 3, 4, or 5 hours a day. So you've got to stay with it. If you want to get to the professional level, you've got to work on. It takes years to get to professional level, but if you're talking about improving, that could be a matter of 5 minutes to weeks. So it depends on what you're doing.
That kind of goes to our episode that we filmed yesterday,
Yeah, it
which
does.
go check it out whenever we drop it, about hard work and if you just stay on the grind just consistently. But I'm going to move on to the skills and competition topic of bowling. So, like, how do you stay consistent between games?
Well, the best way is you just gotta make good shots. Just repeat shots. That's the only thing that you can do. And if you throw, literally once that ball is out of your hand, you have no control.
Oh, yeah.
So if you can stay sharp while you have the ball and before you release it, you're gonna be all right. Because understanding how to move around and make changes to equipment, speed, just physical things, and including mental changes, because you can crash out mid-tournament. I've experienced it. It's awful.
Wow.
It kills you. But being consistent is being repeatable. You have to repeat.
So I know we talked about this before we started filming, but like, what do you focus on more? Is it speed, accuracy, or spin?
All of the above.
All of them?
Because you have to make sure everything is repeatable. It has to be the same. It could be wrong, but if it's the same, that's a good thing. You then can make a move
Yeah.
and get lined up. So there's not one thing you should be focusing on at a time. While you're in mid-approach, while you're going to bowl, I would say making sure that your feet, your footwork are good. But you've got to focus on all of it at the same time, making sure everything is in check, because everything has to be in check in order to get a strike.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm going to go on another topic on speed. What's the fastest you've ever thrown a bowling ball?
18.5 miles an hour.
That's good.
But that's honestly kind of slow.
What's your average speed, you would say?
Right now, I mean, it really depends on where I bowl. Different
Okay.
centers
Yeah.
will control ball speed differently, or you may want to throw it a certain speed at
Yeah.
centers, but I would say 17-ish.
Okay. And I'm also going to go on the spin topic. When you first got into bowling, were you always like the one to spin the ball, or did you have to like learn that growing into it?
So this is actually kind of a myth. Everybody spins the ball. Everybody does, like whether you're trying to or not. But I was always ahead. I've always spun the ball a little bit more, because even before I joined the league, I had basic spin.
Oh, yeah.
But then I got my first ball, and that really helped me see what the hook actually does, what
Yeah.
that rotation does. So
Okay,
Yeah.
nice. All right, I'm going to move on to kind of after if you have a bad frame. So, like, how do you recover if you have a bad frame? How do you, like, mentally recover, physically? How do you, like, prepare after a bad frame?
5 seconds, let it go. 5 seconds to
That's
left, let it go.
insane.
You just got to let it go. Every shot is a new shot. So you can't, this is just a life lesson in general. You can't change what happens in the past.
Yeah.
Once that happens, like, sure, you can say sorry to somebody, but that you still took that action
Yeah,
upon them.
exactly.
So you bowl a bad frame, you've got to let it go. And you've got to reset, refocus, and make your best shot again. Every frame, you just got to make your best shot.
It's like I always say, like, my life motto, the river of life must always flow. Life is like a river. It's always going to
Exactly.
flow. Can't stop it.
Have you have you ever, like, what do you call it, like, have you ever overthought on like a frame, like, just say you like
Oh, 100%.
Really?
100%. You can overthink, like, do I need
Yeah.
to, like, before you go to make a shot, do I need to make a move? Like, you'll be standing up there ready, mid-shot, you think, do I need to make a move? It's like, you can't do that, because you need to understand what you want to do, and you need to go execute that. You cannot change it.
So,
Like-
how do you clear your mind whenever, like, stuff like that ever entered your brain?
It's like throwing an assignment away. Like, that's gone. You're in the past. Sure, you can go back to that and look on, okay, what happened or what can I improve on, but you have to get off of that, I threw it bad, I'm going to throw it bad again.
Yeah.
You just go in there, execute, make changes off of your mistakes, you learn.
Okay.
In bowling, you either win or you learn. There is no losing.
Yep.
So thinking about that, what's like, I don't know if you have this, but what's like your pre-game song? Do you have anything that you listen to?
No,
No?
no.
So what do you do pre-game?
I honestly just get my equipment, get set up, do some stretches, make sure my body's nice and flexible, because you got to be, it's one of the
yeah.
sports you got to be flexible, because not only are you're not moving as fast like football, basketball,
Yeah.
but your upper body, you're throwing a ball in a very mechanical way, especially me, because I'm a two-hander. I don't have the giant backswing.
Yeah.
I'm cradling. So you've got to make sure that your hips, shoulders, legs, arms, wrists, hands, fingers. Make sure everything's stretched out nice and loose, because if you're tight, you can hurt yourself really easily.
So I'm gonna, yeah, okay. So I'm gonna go back to like more of the tournaments that you've been in. So like, what's the pressure like during tournaments?
If I'm being really honest, I don't have a lot of pressure during the tournaments. Now, let's say you do really well and you make that TV show style step ladder. You're going up against the best guys in the tournament, so you've got to be on your game. And sometimes that can play mental tricks on your brain. Like, you've got to be consistent, got to be good.
Yeah.
You'll be thinking about that stuff, and that's really what the pressure is. Keeping up not only with your own expectations, which I'm going to touch on that in a minute. You've got to stay pace or above the pace of the other person. That can put a little bit of pressure on you mentally and physically. So shoving that out and just basically saying, just do your thing, win or lose, that's the best way to get through it. Just bowl your game. That's all you can do.
So, like, what size ball do you use?
I use 15-pound balls.
I can't even bowl a 15-pound ball. I can't.
All right, myth time.
Myth.
It doesn't matter what pound ball you use. If the finger holes match your hand, that ball's going to feel weightless. Because if it fits your hand, it's comfortable. You're not going to feel it.
Yeah.
So, for example,
we should start bowling now.
This 15-pound ball is fit to my hand, so when I put it in, it feels like nothing. Plus, all your strength should be coming from your lower body, because you're throwing a shot, you're moving.
Yeah.
If you use all your upper body, you're gonna miss all the time.
True.
So
like,
go ahead.
So like, of all like your competitions of bowling, what was your most memorable moment?
I would say 4th round of qualifying at Junior Gold. I was minus 100 going in, so that means I was 100 pins under 200, like averaging 200. That last block, I went plus 145, so I went from minus 100 back into the plus, which is really good, and that got me into the cut, because the cut was about, it was around even, so I was about plus 42 out of the cut, and that was awesome, because I was way down, and I made a big comeback to get in that cut. So that was awesome to feel.
Was that in like Tallahassee, or where was it?
No, that was in Green Bay, Wisconsin.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's
that
crazy.
was in Wisconsin.
So, I mean, if someone like me or Aaron had like a week to be better at bowling, what's like the best thing we should do?
Oh God. Oh no, bro.
Well, the first thing I'd have to do is watch you to see what we can work on. But
Brooks has watched me.
I would just say, just trying to keep the ball in the middle of the lane, just not being erratic. Just keeping that ball on the lane, get to the head pin. Let's keep it consistent. Let's just keep it consistent, and then we work on like where do you want to go next. It's really on you. Like, where do you want to be?
Yeah, valid, very valid. So I'm gonna move on to more of like the future stuff and the now stuff that's happening in your bowling career, of like recruiting and college commitments that you've got. So what made you decide to commit to Milligan College University?
Well, it wasn't really a hard choice, but everything about the university was just amazing. Academics, what am I trying to say? Just the athletics, it was just awesome. Everything is great. I like that we compete at a very high standard. We compete against the best universities and colleges in the nation, so that's always great. Competition's high. I didn't have many other options, but that's okay, because my mind was so set on that first university, Milligan.
Yeah.
I didn't really want to go anywhere else. So I just was dead set on that. Like, I'm going to go for it, and I'm going to try to earn this the best I can, and I did.
Well, congratulations. You grinded, and now the hard work paid off.
So, what, like, is Milligan, like, one of, like, the best universities for bowling, would you say?
I mean, I haven't done much research, but I know that Milligan is a great school for bowling. Like, I know they're competitive every year. Last year they did a great job at the teams championships in Vegas. They got 3rd.
Oh, wow.
This year they're looking to rebound off of that. So I think that Milligan is definitely a great competing school.
Yeah.
For sure.
You can go on.
So for for deciding to go to Milligan, what was the biggest factor in your decision to go to Milligan? Was it the bowling or the academics?
My scholarship was an athletic scholarship, but in terms of what we think about being athletes, especially as students, you're not an athlete student, you are a student athlete. On top of you getting knowledge and growing as an athlete, what comes first in that term? Student athlete, student. You have to be a student. I'm also going to get a 4-year degree on top of bowling. So yes, bowling may have been the bigger decision, but now knowing that you still have to be a student, you have to keep up with your grades.
Yeah.
Academics is going to come first no matter what. And before even academics, being a better person. You have to be a human.
Oh yeah,
first.
for sure. That's what we talked about yesterday.
I went off.
Yeah.
I went off.
So so what were your emotions when you officially committed?
Well, I wasn't too emotional, really, but that's
surprising.
But that weight of just like, I don't have to go out there and try to ace an SAT.
Yeah.
Or I don't have to go running around contacting coaches anymore, being like, hey, are you looking for recruits? Like, I'm set, I'm good. All I have to do is just work on my game to get into college. Now, the pressure is just gone. I have no pressure. Like for nationals this year, I don't have anything to prove. I'm not saying that in a cocky or arrogant way. It's just like, I don't have any weight in my shoulders. I'm still gonna go out there and do my thing, but I can have the most fun that I can now. Not saying that it wasn't fun before, but now it's just like, it's all fun. You get to improve, and now that you've committed to this college, you get to talk to the coach all you want. He can give you tips. Like, you don't have to wait until college just to talk to this coach. Like, I'm talking to him every day.
Wow.
Well, not every day, but as often as I can.
Yeah. So it was very relieving.
He's busy. They are in mid-season right now. They're getting ready for postseason.
So when does the season start and end?
Fall semester, and then it ends in April, I believe. Is the last tournament.
Okay.
So yeah.
So going to Milligan, so who helped you the most during making that decision?
First of all, Jesus Christ.
Amen.
Second of all, parents. They're always supporting you, because they're going to give you the best advice, because both of my parents did get degrees from colleges, so they definitely helped me out in the process. I would also say people that are also in the bowling community, especially the Florida State team. I do talk about with Florida State's coach. Shout out to him. You're awesome. Talking to them and understanding, like, they are the current college coach that I talk to. They're going to give me the best information from their standpoint. Parents are going to be parents.
Yeah.
And then just, you got to talk to yourself, and you got to talk to God. You have to understand that you're not alone in any battle, and there's other people in your life for you. So
amen to that.
Yeah.
Well said. Well said.
So like, if someone was trying to get recruited right now, what's like the best advice you would give them?
I would come in as like, I'm here to learn, and I definitely wouldn't go in saying I'm this, I'm this, I'm this.
Yeah.
You're like, what can you help me with? Or if I was to recruit, ask these coaches even before you're getting recruited or you're trying to get recruited. Ask them as many questions as you can, because when you start building that and you can put a resume together, and then you go to coaches and you show them your resume, and then you understand what they want, they are going to recruit you. And this is what my college coach did with me. He picked 6 people, I believe. He recruited six people. I don't know, somewhere around there. But he went based off of first impressions. Make your first impressions strong and humble.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
that's good. So I'm gonna go on another, like, more towards the advice area. So reflection and advice almost. So like, what's the biggest lesson you've learned from bowling so far? It could be from yourself or from other people.
Be patient and be open to ideas and information.
Okay.
Aaron, say the next one. Hold up, I'm just doing something real quick. Just open that up after.
You have to be patient. You have to be understanding of other people, because this is the weird thing about bowling. that I see with than other sports is that a lot of people think bowling certain ways or coaching certain ways is the correct way. Being open to all ideas is the best decision that you can make, because you can try all that. Now, if something doesn't work, you go, let's say someone suggested that, I'd go back to him, hey, this didn't work out, here's why. And then if something works, go back to him, hey, this worked out, thanks. Like, that's awesome.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't ever go to someone giving me advice saying, like, that didn't work, you're stupid.
Yeah.
No, you're not stupid. Maybe because that worked for you or that worked for someone else.
Yeah.
That might not work for me because each individual in bowling is completely unique. Like, for example, if you were to throw a ball and I was to throw a ball, I can't replicate your ball. It's impossible.
Yeah.
It is physically impossible for me to replicate your ball.
Yep.
So, taking advice from people, be as open as you can.
Okay.
And test everything, because you never know what will work.
Okay.
So, what are you most excited for in like the next chapter of your life?
I'm ready to grow as an athlete, as a student, and as a person. Those three things. Because this next 4 years is going to be the biggest preparation to go pro.
Yeah.
You've got to be a good human. You've got to be a good athlete. You've got to be a good student. You've got to be a good learner.
So I mean, I don't know much about bowling.
Yeah.
What's like the pro bowling? Is it like, what is it called?
The Professional Bowling Association, the
Oh,
PBA.
okay.
Yep. And then the governing body, and then they do run a couple tournaments a year. The United States Bowling Congress, or USBC.
Okay. So what is your biggest goal in bowling for the next year?
That's a good question. So, one thing about goals, before we talk about what my goal is, don't set them too high, don't set them too low. Because when you set your goals too high and you don't meet them, going back to that mental game, you can hurt yourself mentally and you can get in a cycle, and that has happened in the past. And you do not want to get in that cycle. It is rough. It is rough. Because you're going to be battling yourself mentally every time you bowl. Like, you've got to meet these expectations. Trust me, you don't. You know what Nick Saban said? The only thing that you can do is your best.
One of the greatest
That's
college
the only
coaches.
thing that's acceptable, is your best. Even if your best is horrible. Like, your best could be horrible. But did you try your best? Yeah, okay. Did you learn from your mistakes? Yes. Okay, what am I going to do? I'm going to go out and practice what my mistakes were, and I'm going to fix them. And I'm going to come back to the next tournament, and I'm going to do better than I've ever done.
Oh, okay. All right. So, what motivates you when things get tough? And this can come to like life. This can come in bowling in any shape or form. But like, what motivates you when things get rough like that?
Well, I would just remind yourself that you're here for a reason. Like, even like, let's say you're at a really competitive tournament and you're on the bottom. It's just like, well, first of all, you're here. So if you weren't good enough, you wouldn't be here. So knowing that, like, you're not trashing yourself, that's how you just keep pushing through. It's like you can't get hard on yourself. Well, you can be hard on yourself, but in a good way.
Okay.
In a good way.
So what's like, okay, talking about mental game and stuff, what's like one of the hardest losses you've ever had?
I would say the most disappointing for me is I was one spare away from making a stepladder final at like the premier tournament in Florida, and I just completely missed it.
Wow.
If I made that spare, I would have been on the stepladder, but you know what I did? I came back and I shot spares. So spare shooting is much better now.
Nice.
Let's go.
I'm gonna switch the topic for like a little fun and personality type of question.
Alright.
So, if you could bowl anywhere in the world, at any bowling alley in the world, where would it be?
Right now?
Yeah. Anywhere in the world.
Well, let me think.
Got him thinking now.
So I am going to South Point in August, which is the casino. They'd have a giant bowling center there and an arena. So
Go gambling.
I can't. No, getting 21.
Aw, shucks.
But so I don't really have to say that. I have bowled in the Ashwaubenon Bowling Center in Green Bay. That's a famous one. I would say I either want to bowl at the National Bowling Stadium in Reno, or I want to bowl in the arena in Thunderbolt Lanes in Allen Park, Michigan. I have bowled in the house side at Nationals from 2024, but I didn't get to bowl in the arena because that was where the TV show was. But that'd be cool to bowl in the arena on TV. That'd be amazing.
Nice.
What's like your favorite lane you've like ever bowled at? I mean, not lane, but you know what I mean.
Bowling alley.
Favorite
Yeah,
center?
bowling.
Favorite
Yeah,
center bowl?
exactly. Yeah.
Probably Thunderbolt in Detroit.
Ooh,
'Cause
Detroit.
that's just it's a classic center. It is world renowned.
Oh wow.
And I mean, when I was bowling, I'm like, I'm bowling on the same pairs as all these professionals that I've watched my entire life, which that was really cool.
Nice.
So.
I'm gonna ask another kind of funny personality question. So, what's the funniest thing that's ever happened to you while bowling or during bowling?
Funniest thing, I would say the dumb challenges that I do in practice with other people when we're just messing around. I've been on the approach crying a couple times from laughter. I don't remember what it was, but we were doing some stupid stuff. I shouldn't say stupid, but we weren't trying hard, but we were just having some fun.
Yeah.
Like you gotta be on serious.
Exactly. Yeah. So I mean, you told us before you don't have like a personal song, but do you have at least one song that gets like hyped up before a game?
I do like "Bang on the Drum All Day" by Todd Rundgren. That's a fun one. That's also
we
the
finally got
Packers
that question
touchdown
answered.
Song, so
Yeah.
go Pack, go! Hey Nolan, the Bears suck.
Dang, Nolan.
The
Dang.
Bears suck,
Me personally.
Anyway,
Nolan, he's
back
bringing
on-
you out.
Getting back on topic, I do like that song because I think I have ADHD, and that's just an ADHD person's favorite song.
I can relate.
Banging on the drum all day, it's chaotic, and I love that.
I can relate. I mean, another thing about music. So if bowling had its own walkout music, like in boxing or WWE, what would yours be?
Good Lord.
Because I know what mine would be.
I mean, I would have to say "Shoot to Throw" AC/DC. That's a really good one.
It's such a good
That's
song.
I think that's a good walkout song. I can't really think of anything else on top of my head.
What would yours be?
Mine. Oh, it's from. You probably would know it if you heard of it. It's from WWE, the old Judgment Day theme song, "The Other Side"
I
by
know what
Alter
I think
Bridge.
it needs to be the new Bruno Mars album songs.
Come
I
on
think
and
that's what you should
cha-cha-cha with me. Nah, I'm about to come out and cha-cha down the alley. Nah, Risk It. Although it's the best song on the album, though, so off topic, but like, I'm gonna need that at
Did I
karaoke.
play any other sports?
But, I mean, for fun and personality, I mean, low-key, if you could, let's see. I'm trying to think of a funny, personal, or a skill, or a technique, you know? I mean,
Okay.
how do you pick the right ball for your style? Like, because,
Go ahead.
I mean, this one right here, how do you, like, pick the right ball for a certain style or a certain type of tournament you're going to be in?
Y'all ready for a science lecture?
Go for it.
Hit me.
All right, y'all
Not
aren't
literally.
gonna understand a single thing I'm saying, but I'm gonna keep this as simple as I can. This is a spare ball, so this is just gonna go straight. So if I leave a pin, I throw this straight at it. That's pretty simple, but every lane is different. In every tournament I go to, the oil pattern, which that's a whole nother topic we can get into later, every pattern is different, and every lane is different. The physical lane is different because over time those lanes are going to get wear and tear from all the balls going down the lane. So depending on what is out is what I will throw. Now getting into the logistics of like what each ball does, it's so complicating. We could do a whole separate podcast
Oh wow.
episode on all the different like bowling balls, different lane patterns, and just how I change how I throw the ball, and including like how I change the surface of the bowling balls, which I could get even crazier there. So just it's all situational. Like every single ball I have is situational. Like if someone asks me what my favorite ball is, I'm gonna say, well, this is my favorite set of balls because these are the most versatile. These help.
It was because Aaron made that face. Aaron made that face, and I couldn't keep it straight,
Immature
bro.
little man right here. So,
You love me for
Mind
it,
you, he's on too.
and I love you for it.
but everything is just so situational. But just understanding, you have to understand what you have to combat each of the conditions that you're on. That's the simplest way to put it. And I do have a very wide variety of different types.
Okay. So going to a little bit of the technique and what you said, kind of a little bit on the topic of what you just said, is oiling of the lanes one of the most important keys to bowling for you?
Honestly, no.
Really?
I mean, sure, it is an important factor of how you're going to play the lanes, but you don't necessarily, that doesn't need to be in your head 24/7, because if I know that this pattern is a certain length and you keep that in your head and you try to play the lane a certain way, you're only going to succeed one way if you figure it out.
Yeah.
What I do is I just go in there, I throw a ball, and then whatever that lane does, I'm going to make an adjustment off of that to my best of my abilities.
Okay.
And that's how you keep it simple, that's how you score. Because if you try to make things too complicated, that's when your mental game goes to crap.
So going off of skills and technique, like let's get out of that topic now. Let's go to the top of your personal and bowling story. Like, did you play any other sports before bowling? I know you mentioned you liking basketball
I
behind
played
bowling.
I-9 and upward basketball. I played Meridian football.
Hey, same.
I played, my first ever sport was soccer. I didn't play that very long.
I love soccer.
I never played baseball. I do like baseball, but I never played baseball.
Oh wow.
But that is something I wish I did try.
It was so fun.
But
Oh.
I never tried baseball. I did play lacrosse for a summer. No. I'm not
Lacrosse is insane.
That's a hard sport. I would love to play hockey. Hockey's great. I can't ice skate. I want to learn how to ice skate again.
Oh, I
want to play hockey.
Ice skating
Hockey's a
is
great
fun.
sport.
I know how to ice skate, which is insane.
Yeah, but mainly basketball and football were my sports that I played other than bowling.
So, do you have a favorite memory of bowling so far?
Well, I mean, getting to the next round at nationals, that was awesome. But I would say competing with your friends
Oh yeah.
is the best part. And I've even said this in a couple of my Instagram posts, just these people that I bowl with now are like family. I've got a couple close friends that I've been able to call brothers for years now, and it's been amazing. And sisters too, brothers and sisters. Bowling is one of the sports where community is one of the biggest factors.
That's how it should be.
And it's how it should be, because bowling has always been that show up community sport. You go out with your friends, you go have fun.
Exactly, yeah.
I just take it competitively, but that doesn't go away.
Yeah.
And the biggest thing for me is that these friends that I'm going with, I'm traveling the whole country with them.
Wow.
And it's just awesome.
It's an honor. Wow.
It's a gift.
Yes.
It really
Ooh.
is.
So what's did you ever think when you started bowling way back then, did you ever think that you'd be this good and at this level when you started?
Well, 2 years ago, I didn't even want to go to college. So we can just start there. But that is completely flipped after seeing what opportunities I have to grow. That has completely changed. But no. I did not think that when I signed up for that youth league,
Alright. Welcome back. Sorry about that. But for
Alright, so we're gonna talk about the
whoa. See, I'm not even gonna try.
I think I should explain
Go
since
ahead.
these two can't speak.
Go ahead. If you
In
say
a
the word,
later
I'll be
date,
able to.
I will be back on this podcast.
If we can get 20 likes on this
20
video,
likes.
Yeah, but we get 20 likes on this video right now. We will have Brooks back on it, and we will dive in deeper in a deeper meaning of bowling, and we will do a bowling video. We'll go to Capital Lanes, or we can go to the student union at Florida State University, whatever's comfortable with us, and we'll do a bowling video and understand deeper meaning with Coach Walter about it.
And then, of course, at the end, we're going to have one game match, and I'm going to beat them all.
Yes. I'll get second place. I'll proudly get my second.
I'll take it easy.
I'll come talk to you.
I'm gonna tell you what to do every throw instead of actually focusing on myself.
You take it easy on Unk, bro. These legs ain't working like they used to.
I mean, Unk, I'm 18. I'm on to
18. I'm ancient. I was there for the dinosaurs.
what am I? Ancient -1 then?
You're an elder.
Alright, what you got?
Aaron, you got anything to say? Any questions?
Well, did you ever, how often do you practice a week of it?
What's up?
How often do you practice a week of it?
I don't really have a set, like, I practice these days only. It's not, but it's also not when I feel like it. I just get in there as much as I can.
So, I'm gonna go into like skills and technique. Do you have a go-to trick shot?
What do you mean trick shot?
Like special move, pulling it out, like, oh yeah, I got this card.
Like the finisher.
No, I just kind of pull out whatever ball I feel like, and then I just throw it, see what happens. And then if I need to change, I will.
I'm gonna go back to, because you did say this is a spare ball, right?
Yes.
How do you pick up a tough spare? Like, what's your approach?
Well, what by tough spare, like, do you mean like a split, or just like a tricky spare to hit?
Like, setting it up, like, one on one end, one on the other.
Well, I mean, so everybody knows, I'm sure, about the 2 corner pins, the 7-10 split. I have been bowling for 6 years now. I have only picked that up once in my life. I would say it's more skillful luck than just luck, because you have to throw the ball, you gotta hit the pin. And sure, you might get a lucky bounce, but you can increase that lucky bounce by doing things a certain way, which in that later podcast I can explain, like, just tips on spare shooting. But I would say forgetting your, let's say you're a little bit mad about missing, like you left the spare because you missed and you're a little mad about it, you've got to throw that shot out, focus on, okay, I need to line up here and I need to get this ball here, just go for those pins and just get your spare and move on. You got it, spare shooting is very important. It's more important than striking. So that's how you increase your average and your score.
I'm gonna go on a little bit of like an adjusting type of topic. So like, how do you adjust to like when the lane condition changes? Like I know like if sometimes you go from one side to the other. So like how do you adjust to those two different conditions?
Again, it depends on the conditions that I'm given, and then depending on what equipment I have, I will make the best change that I possibly can. Or I will change how I'm throwing the current ball I have. Now, one thing that you cannot do mid-tournament, which, again, later podcast, I'll explain surface changes, you cannot do that mid-tournament. The only thing you can do is wipe the oil off the ball as it comes back with a dry towel, which is what this ball is resting on. It's my chamois or towel or abrasive to wipe the ball off. That doesn't change the surface, that just gets oil off the ball, so the cover stock is nice and fresh for the next shot. Now, getting back to the actual change, I see you want to start as far right as you can as that plane moves. You either want to change your ball speed, stay in the same spot, or you want to move around a little bit, try to find a new line that'll get you the best practice you can to get your strike.
And how do you know like the specific time? Like how do you know when to switch up? Like mid-game?
You have to watch what your ball is doing, and if you're not watching, you can't make a change. And I will say, when you go to make changes, you have to make sure that you post your shot, because you've got to be still, you've got to be able to see. Because when you're moving around, your focal is going to change. Like if I'm trying to move around like this, trying to look at you, I can't really focus. But if I'm dead still looking at you and I am reading what's going on, then I can make the best change that I can.
Very intimate. You gotta read.
So do you have like a bowling like superstition? I don't know if we did that question.
Superstition?
Yeah. I mean, you know what?
I'm not the smartest. I can't believe the one word I don't know is superstition.
I'll ask you an easier one because like think about that. Do you have like a freaking ritual or
No.
lucky charm?
I mean,
do you pray? Do you like pray?
I mean, yeah, the only thing I would do is like pray, but I don't have a ritual. It's not. You just do your stretches, get set, prepare your mind, talk to God, go execute.
Yeah, it's not like gonna go up and go.
Yep.
Ooh, ah.
No, you do not have to do totem pole.
So, how do you?
Wait, Aaron, before you say anything,
Superstition.
no. No, going off what you said about pregame, what is your pregame meal like?
Well, I mean, bowling is one of those sports where I'm happy that you don't have to be super nutritious. Like, I don't have to be the most fit person in the world. Yes, you need to stay in shape, you need to stay flexible. But, I mean, I can go to Chick-fil-A and get some chicken nuggets. Or I can go to lunch and get a burger. But I do like to eat a little bit healthier because those healthier is more superfoods and that'll help enhance your physical game, keeping your mind sharp. It'll keep you going. Also, water. Very important. I have about I don't know how, it's about this big, the jug of water. In 6 games, I try to drink that whole thing. So, I would say fluids is the most important part, but food, yes, stay nutritional. Don't let yourself go, basically.
I remember back in high school when we played for Charles. My pregame was mozzarella sticks and not the pit.
I mean, hey, that was me too. You gotta get the mozzarella sticks to the fries. Capital Lanes, your food is amazing. I love it.
Never change.
Never change.
So I'm gonna go for the winning side. You know? How do you celebrate after a big game? Do you go out after? Do you celebrate with friends, family? What do you do after?
You can celebrate your win the day of and maybe the day after. After that, back to work.
I never stop.
Just like Kobe.
So, one thing that my friend told me who did bowl for Florida State, he won a PPA regional title. What he told me the day after is that title means absolutely nothing. Sure, you won the tournament, but is that tournament still going? No, you won. Guess what? Reset, back to work. Sure, you can celebrate, but also being humble, because I have had a lot of people come up, after I've done really well, be like, good job, man, that's awesome. Don't get cocky. Don't say, I beat you. It's can't do that. You can't do that.
So what's your mental tip to others out there, other bowlers out there, other people who are trying to get bowling on how to stay focused all the time?
Don't get ahead of yourself, for sure. Don't get too cocky. But also, don't get too low on yourself. You have to be balanced. And stay upright, have a good mental game, and most of all, have fun. If you're not having fun with what you're doing, you don't need to be doing it.
Yeah. I'm going to move over to the recruiting side of things. So, did social media or any type of videos and posts that you're supposed to play a big role in your recruitment for
No.
Really?
Not at all. And I can see one of your questions is how. So at nationals, a lot of the bowling universities are there recruiting. That's the college coach's playground to find their athletes, and that's how I got recruited. When I went up to the table at Milligan, I had a conversation with the coach, and he came out to my first round of qualifying. The first game, you know what I shot that game? 115. That is absolutely atrocious, but guess what? I was working with the coach the whole time that he was helping me make moves and stuff. It just didn't work. So, not only, he was there watching me bowl, but we also had a conversation there. So it's I'm trying everything I can. I'm not saying that I'm a good or bad bowler. I did what he tried, and he understood that. It's your coaches aren't necessarily looking for the best. They want to be with the people who want to work with them, and that's how you want to be with them. And that's been my motto. It's I want to work with these coaches because they understand something that I don't. They're going to teach me something. And that goes back to accepting all that knowledge from just anything and trying it out. If you work with them, you will be.
So what's one mental tip you give to say Are you done? Yeah. Oh, wow.
Cut.
What? Okay, how did you know this college program was the right fit?
So I talked to the coach at nationals and then after nationals for a couple months, and then I took my first and only visit. I was already, before the visit, I was like 90% sure that this was going to be a great fit. I had not received the scholarship at that time, but the coach did seem very interested in me, so that was kind of a nudge, but I didn't want to get the brain there. But when I got there and I saw how the team was, I'm like, this is where I want to be. And that pretty much sealed the deal after the visit. I was planning on doing a visit at another university, but I canceled that visit because I was so sure about this, like, about Millard, and it was just great.
So what was like the other university? What do you want to talk about?
That was St. Thomas University. I didn't have a lot of contact with them. I have seen them at a couple tournaments here in Florida. They came to Tallahassee Bowl tournament. It was nice seeing the coaches in there. I did, like, coaches, if you don't commit to their school, they're not going to be hard on you.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, they don't take it personally. But it's always good to have conversations with other coaches from other colleges because you're still their friends. Even though you're competing against them. Again, that community factor in bowling. No one, it's like golf. You don't necessarily, there may be that one guy that you don't necessarily like, but you root for everybody. You want everybody to succeed.
So I'm gonna move into a little personal topic. If you were to make any sacrifice to get where you are today,
I would say I had to devote, to get to where the level I'm at now, I definitely had to devote more time. But I've always had a lot of time on my hands to go practice, which I'm very grateful for. But freshman year, I was in band. I didn't really like band, but I stopped doing band. I stopped doing other sports. I definitely stopped gaming for sure a ton, because I just want to be in that lower center. I still game a little bit now, but I would just say sacrificing your time with, and especially with other people, because I have missed family events to go to tournaments, which somewhat regret doing sometimes, but they understand, and I'm glad that they do. But I'd make time better now than I ever have, because now that I have more time to practice, I can go compete less often because I'm more prepared.
I'm gonna go back to the superstition because I believe I have a superstition. So
I don't.
So when I say do you have a bowl of superstition, I'm chat GPT this real quick.
No, we're not smart at all.
Definition.
You're wasting water, Aaron.
Superstition is a belief or practice that is based on fear of the unknown or trust in magic, luck, or supernatural forces rather than on specific evidence or reason. Examples: believing that breaking a mirror brings 7 years of bad luck, avoiding walking under a ladder, carrying a lucky charm before a big event. This video is sponsored by ChatGPT. But that's what the superstition means.
Wow.
Goodness.
Yeah, first of all, heck no, I don't. Because you are in bowling, you are pretty much in control of everything. You don't, like, yes, there is, I do believe in the spiritual realm, but that stuff like that doesn't need to be effective. And if it is, you need to have a mental check on yourself. Because like, bowling, yes, I will say, is a luck sport, but you can get lucky, but you can also make that luck too. Like, the skill is involved to get the luck. The more skill you have, the more luck you're going to get because you understand what it takes to get those good breaks. Now, back to superstition, no. There is none. Absolutely none.
So, what's the one thing that you wish you knew when you started bowling?
How the mental game affects your performance.
So, one last question before we end it off.
I gotta go.
Okay, go ahead.
Like one that I thought
going,
of at the top of my head.
Okay, yeah.
So I thought of this at the top of my head. Sorry. I thought about this at the top of my head just now. If you were face to face with your younger self before you started bowling, and where you are now, what is one thing that you would tell yourself?
Don't quit even when you think you don't have a chance.
Very good answer.
Don't quit.
So like John said, never give up.
Yeah.
You can't give up. But okay, so one last question. How do you want to grow as a bowler in college and beyond?
Well, I think I'm pretty good now, but I understand that I'm watching these professionals every day because I do watch their midweek tournaments, I watch their qualifying, I watch their match play. Understanding what they do to get to their level is something that is very hard and very challenging, and that's why I'm excited to take this college experience, is because this is the next step before I go pro. So getting all the advice that I can, and even competing with some of the pros at tournaments, like doing PBA regional. So there's a national tour and there's a regional tour. Some of the pros, when they're not busy, they will go do the regional stops, and as college players, you can go do those as non-members because you're a collegiate athlete. And going to do those and just watching the best in the regional tour, learning from them, like what are they doing, copying what they, not necessarily direct copy what they do, what are they doing and what can that do to implement to your game? How can you change to get to that next step? And how can your coaches in college, or even coaches, even not even your college coaches, you can contact some of the best coaches in the world through email, text messages, phone calls, social media. Contact them, ask questions, do what you got, do anything that you can to improve.
So like once again, congrats for committing to everything. And thank you for taking like your time to come on this podcast. And we wish you nothing but the best in your journey to become one of the greatest professionals, hopefully, by listening.
Yeah.
Much love from us.
Exactly.
Thank you guys, appreciate it.
Thanks to the man above. Oh boy.
And this is Shamam.
I'm Aaron.
This is Brooks.
And we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.